Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your 2024 tarot and oracle reading for the whole year ahead. And this will be a general overview of the year. Next week, I'll post some 2024 love readings, but let's dive into it. You have the Orphan coming out. Okay, and I'm going to read this from the book because this is a very specific archetype. And we even see the snake spirit here as well with change. Although I feel like the snake is protecting this inner child, so that's very interesting. This archetype is also known as the wounded child, the abandoned, and the beggar. To study the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage, of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It is normal to fear this card as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift you could imagine giving others? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is needed most, dear one. Okay, Cancer, what I feel like is the thing you have felt like was lacking from your life for a really long time, if not your entire life, is coming in for you in 2024. And for a lot of you, this is extremely deep and committed love, familial love, having a healthy parent child relationship, whether that's with your parent or your child. This could be money. This could be a lot of different things. For a lot of you, though, I do feel it's emotionally attached, emotional longing. What is the greatest thing that you could give someone else? What do you go out of your way to try to be generous with other people? Because usually our generosity shows the areas of our life that we have felt lack, and we don't want anyone to feel that lack. I see that coming forward this year for you. So when this is in light, when this archetype is in its light attributes, there is deep solace, deep acceptance, and deep, deep love. When it's in its shadow attributes, there is distance, hate, avoidance, controlling, and limitations. So you can choose whether you want to be in the light or in the dark. You're being asked to really prioritize finding what it is that you've been, feeling was lost. Then we have the spirit of flow coming through to represent this year ahead, which is really hilarious that this is coming in because recently I have been calling upon the angel of flow every single day and really connecting with the angel of flow as a spirit guide. And it's funny because she even appears to me exactly how this spirit looks like. It's funny because I'm also a Cancer, so we relate in that way. But yeah, so I feel like there is going to be more flow coming in this year. This could be a flow of abundance, such as finances, more consistent love flowing into you. It feels like a lot more consistency is coming up here, and this card is upright. So this is an invitation from spirit. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being with music flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. And then your major arcana card to represent this year ahead is the moon in reverse. Oh my gosh, this is your card. And we even see the crab there. Oh my gosh, I feel like the subconscious traumas and lack that you've been experiencing in your life is really coming up towards the end of 2023, possibly the beginning of 2024, to be dealt with. And I feel like your subconscious fears are being healed, being let go of. And the road continues, the path continues. You're following your intuition, you're flowing with your intuition. And I feel that this year will be extremely healing for your inner child because I just feel like you are gonna be able to receive the things in your life that you never were able to receive before. Okay, there's a lot of protection from the universe. I feel like you're working hard to manifest these things. So let's see, we're gonna get 12 tarot cards to get further elaboration here. First card out for you is the Tower. What a way to start off the year. Oh my God. All right, well, I feel like the end of 2023, you're going out with a bang. All right. Anything in your life that is built off of a toxic foundation is being ripped down dramatically, it feels, okay? Dramatic endings. I'm also seeing unexpected things popping off in December 2023 and possibly January 2024 here. Unexpected things. You know, this could be like issues. I don't know why I'm seeing like issues in your family. Someone may unexpectedly have a certain health issue. I don't like predicting stuff like that, but I am seeing it for some of you. And it just hits you randomly. Like, it's something that you can't really predict because it's just gonna hit you like randomly, like, okay, I have this thing I gotta address, I gotta, you know, focus on out of nowhere. That's kind of not related to my path, but it's like here and I have to deal with it. And I definitely feel like your spirit guides are so sick of you allowing anyone or anything that is not healthy in your life. And it's like they're ripping it out of your life in December. Now, this was a big message that I felt for the collective for December, okay? Like, the universe is almost like ripping to shreds, like anything that they are just frustrated that you are still dealing with or still putting up with. So the Tower, you know, can represent starting this year off with like a breakup, a separation, like a huge ending, unexpected energies. Wow. So yeah, but this is really cool because this will give you space to really like build up a really strong foundation. So any of you who are single, for example, I think you're on the right path. Or if you recently gotten into a breakup or like some sort of ending, like you quit a job, you quit a path or something like that, cut anyone out of your life, like I feel like weirdly enough that is aligned with your highest future path this year. Second card out, we have Eight of Cups. Exactly. Walking away from someone or something. This year starts off with you creating emotional distance between people or situations that bring out this shadow attribute within you, making you feel like the orphan again, okay? We all have this archetype within us, okay? This is the archetypes deck. We are able to experience every single archetype on the planet. However, I feel like there may be people in your life who really made you feel like you were asking for too much, that you had too many needs, whatever. And it's like, you know what? If I'm too much, go find less. Bye. Blah. See you later. Or no, not see you later. Bye-bye. All right. Go find less. All right. That is what I'm feeling for you. You're like, anyone who remotely puts you in this energy of like being this child who just wants to be loved and their parents aren't there and no one's there to wipe their tears. Anyone who puts you in that energy, they're getting the boot December or January 2023, 2024. You are like, nope, walking away. I gotta find, you know, my complete set of cups, my complete set of fulfillment here. You ain't it. You're missing a very important component, which is, you know, emotional availability and consistency. So you can't continue building up this little cup tower that you were working on. Your intuition's saying, you know what, this person, they ain't it. All right, this situation, it ain't it. All right, walk on. All right, walk on. So there's an ending here. All right, you're definitely cut. And this could even be family as well. Like, you know, you never loved me. You never treated me well. You never treated me with respect. You always left me asking, begging for attention. I am separating myself from you. I am moving away. I am moving on, and I'm gonna find my tribe, my community, my family elsewhere. Whew, what an intense way to start the year off. Third card out is the King of Wands. Okay, early on in the year, I do see a significant fire placement, male or masculine figure. They could be older than you. They could be a little bit more ahead of you in life, whatever that means. This could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And they are really going to warm up your life again because, you know, you're dealing with this situation where you're walking away from something or someone, and this person comes in and they are like your sun. I'm seeing they're like the warmth, you know, they make you happy. You may be sharing some sort of very happy experience or memory with them, or even just like talking to them more on the phone or hanging out in person more, or even like traveling with them, sharing some really, really nice memories. And they help you get over this cold, like sad situation where you had to let someone go because they made you feel like you weren't enough, or you were asking for too much, or they made you feel like, this cold orphan energy, So anyways, as you're walking away from that, trying to forget about it, this person comes in, and it's like the sun, and they make this healing process so much better, warmer, more enjoyable. So that's really interesting. And they don't even have to be romantic, guys. This could be anyone. It really does feel platonic for a lot of you, actually. But it could be anyone, and it's really, really nice. All right, second row of cards out. Fourth card, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like, this is coming out right underneath the Tower, a commitment that you were waiting for, or maybe you were waiting for someone to change, waiting for them to take more action. This could have been someone or something where it kept giving you false hope, false promises, future faking, like, oh yeah, one day we'll do this, one day we'll do that, whatever. Or like just waiting for some sort of support from them in general, and it never came through. And I feel like that's what you are tearing down, walking away from, and that's really good confirmation there. And I'm seeing here this process of you trying to create that security, or what you were waiting for within yourself. Okay, I'm not going to wait for you to love me. I'm going to love myself now by walking away, and also giving myself the things that, I was hoping that you would give me. All right. Whoo, powerful reading. We're on a roll here. Fifth card out, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, freeing yourself from anyone or anything that makes you anxious, that keeps you feeling stuck here. Like, there's nothing I can do. It's going to hurt either way. This to me is looking like unavoidable pain. The only way out is through. And, oh my God, I hate to use a Chris Brown song. But the song, it's never the right time to say goodbye. I don't remember the words. Feel the way I don't feel about you. Oh, it's not you, it's me. I gotta figure out what I need. Oh, that's just coming through right here. And I feel like, there's nothing you can do to make this process of walking away and moving forward less painful. It's just something that you have to like bear and go through and let time heal. So I know that message sucks, but it's like, you can stay stuck where you're at in this pain, just waiting for someone or something to change, and getting yourself stuck in the same repeating pattern over and over and over again. That's gonna hurt more than walking away. Like, even literally the day after you choose to walk away, that still feels right and better than staying stuck, waiting and being confused and whatever. So I do feel like your intuition will have you making a choice in the beginning of this year, or the end of 2023 really, to like walk away, because you're gonna realize it hurts more to stay where I'm at than to just move on and follow my own intuition. Sixth card out for you is the Emperor. Wow. And now I got that song, The Emperor's New Clothes. What is that song called? Emperor's New Clothes or something? Panic at the Disco. Taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see you, it's mine, and take it. Okay. Sorry. Lots of music. You guys may be going to a lot of concerts. I'm also seeing learning an instrument as well. That may be significant. But anyways, I'm seeing you taking back the crown, taking back your crown, taking back your throne, and really like in the beginning quarter of 2024 up until like Aries season, it feels, you are really focused on building your empire, whatever that means, making more money, putting your art, your music, your business out there, getting your life in order, and like reclaiming your happiness after having to have like some sort of painful ending, walking away from someone who made you feel broken and empty, and you're reclaiming the crown. Look at that. You go from an orphan archetype to the emperor, someone who not only rules over your own life, but you rule over multiple countries and, places and stuff. Like, you are really in control and in a very strong position, and it's coming out right underneath that King of Wands. Very similar energy. There may be a very significant Aries. I don't know, these both give me Aries energy, and this would be in the first quarter of 2024 for you, that you may notice them. They could also be Leo or Sagittarius, but whoever this person is, I feel like they support you in, again, taking back your crown and getting organized in life, settled in life, grounded in life. And the Emperor to me always is a positive sign for money as well, organization, going after your goals, and being in control in life. So you're taking back control. All right, third row of cards out. This will be your 7th card, is the High Priestess. Okay, well, I'm not surprised this came out for you because, you know, you literally like are ruled by the moon first and foremost. Psychic intuition is extremely strong. Your dreams are going to be very significant. And one thing I'm seeing here is no one can lie to you this year. I feel like you've developed the ability within yourself to be able to detect lies, detect what people are not saying, what their hidden motivations and feelings are, so profoundly. And I'm seeing a huge increase in psychic abilities to the point where like you are saying things that freak people out without you even realizing that you're predicting things. You're picking up on their energy. You are reading their mind essentially. Like you're not even gonna realize it, but people are like freaking out, and like you're so perceptive. And I feel like these psychic abilities, this like attunement, has become so normalized for you. Like you're sitting here predicting things, saying things, picking up on things left and right. And it's like really normal to you. You think you're just having a normal conversation, but the people you're talking to are like, how did you know that? Like, oh my God, they can see right through me. They know exactly what I'm up to. Like no one can get anything past you, you know, like you have an all-seeing eye here. And yeah, very strong psychic intuition. I feel like there's going to be a lot of spiritual downloads as well, realizations. There could be some new information, new wisdom that comes your way as well that changes the way you think about things. There's also a lot of divine feminine energy in this card, a lot of fertility and abundance. Beautiful. So very interesting. And also the High Priestess commands respect as well. I feel like people are learning to respect you more because you, and here's the thing guys, people are respecting you more because in the beginning here, we saw you tearing something down in your life that did not respect you. They made you feel like that orphan, you know, that abandoned one out in the cold, whatever. And I feel very strongly that you choosing to release and relinquish this thing or this person was the final like 1% of this karmic lesson you've been dealing with. So you may have consistently, like literally your whole life, been put in situations, relationships, and circumstances where you constantly felt like you had to like ask or beg for what you wanted, or like you were constantly like pouring so much in, loving so fiercely, and then getting the bare minimum in return. And I feel like you setting up this boundary in December or January really was like the last of that happening to you, and you're being put on like a new cycle in life. And you may feel this so strongly already, where you are just like commanding so much more respect, being respected, and attracting things a lot more easily to you. There's a lot more warmth, and I feel like the people you attract from now on are also like just really like reciprocating, and like things just flow so much smoother because you're working with people and situations that equally put in as much effort as you for like the first time in your life, it feels like. So things are gonna start feeling like they're flowing so much faster and smoother, and you're just like shocked, and that's like, you're not used to it. Like that's what it feels like, what to, you know, have your energy reciprocated. And I feel like because you're in this High Priestess and Emperor energy, you're commanding respect. So even the people who don't want to reciprocate, like they respect you so much that they're not even gonna like stick around. So that's really cool. 8th card out for you is Justice. Exactly. Good karma paying off. I'm also seeing here any legal matters that you get into, any like paperwork that you're filling out or things that you're applying for are accepted and going favorably. And I feel like people want to do right by you. You know, even people who are lost in their shadows and just not in a good spot in life, like even they don't want to mess with you. And you're just giving off this energy of like, I am not, you know, someone you mess with. You know, I'm a pure, like, good intention person. And so, yeah, that's really intense. 9th card out, we have the Chariot, which is your card in your power. Why did I just say car? Some of you guys might be getting a new car or getting a car. I do see that. Anyways, this is actually going out of your comfort zone, moving forward very rapidly this year. And you know what? This is one of those cards where it's like, I'm no longer waiting. I'm just going to do. Okay? I can't keep waiting for a certain thing to happen in my life. I can't keep waiting around for people. So I'm going to move forward in life with or without, you know, the certain set of circumstances, that was a tongue twister, or moving forward with or without certain people around. So yeah, I feel like you are doing that. Some of you guys may even be moving. The Chariot is definitely a card of moving, getting some sort of vehicle, or doing some traveling as well, exploring beyond your hometown or where you currently live. All right, final row of cards out. This is your 10th card. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. You know, what's funny here, I feel like after, you know, the drama of this beginning of the year, you're not really gonna be focused on like love and romance for the rest of the year. And it's not that it's not going to be available to you. I just feel like you're more so focused on your own path, your own journey in life. And, you know, if it wants to come, it will come. But you're not like chasing it. And this may be something totally new for a lot of you guys. Like, it's just like you're really actually taking the time to just be on your own, to focus on your goals and like see the growth that you want to see, which is really cool. Let's see what's next to that though. Oh, okay. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Wow. In this row here, that starts with this 8 of Cups, which started with you walking away, right? So 5 of Cups in reverse shows a complete healing from, you know, the pain that you endured earlier this year, you know, the separation you endured, the ending you endured, that, you know, you just had to like let time do its thing and heal from it. I see a complete recovery. Like by the end of the year, you're gonna be like, why was I ever even in that situation in the first place? Like zero feelings towards the person you're walking away from or whatever the heck you're walking away from in the beginning of this year, around this time that you're watching this reading. You're going to be looking back later on and be like, I don't know what I was thinking, you know? And it's funny because the 5 of Cups in reverse is really positive because this usually shows them turning around and facing these 2 cups. The 2 cups is a happy relationship in the tarot, you know? So I do see for some of you, you fully recover emotionally from whatever the heck is ending in the beginning of the year, and you may actually have an opportunity for love to come in, but whether or not you're willing to accept that opportunity, it'll look different for a lot of you. But you're not chasing it either, you know? And I feel like this may be a situation where you make the most of what you have in the present moment and you no longer like just wait for the right people to show up. You don't wait for the right circumstances. It's like, no, I'm just gonna go after what I want, whether I'm alone or the people around me want to come with me, I don't care. But like it's like you're no longer chasing people. You're no longer chasing love. You're no longer chasing an experience. Like some sort of hormonal, emotional experience that you get from others. You're just finding that in your own reality, in the present moment, working with what you got. So that's really interesting. Final card out is the Devil. Oh my God, what a way to end this reading. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, I gotta say, I feel like this was a weird way to end this reading. And I'm looking, it's right next to this 5 of Cups in reversed, okay, and it's right underneath the Chariot. So I don't know why I'm seeing, this is going to be a random weird message, but I feel like some of you guys are trying to overcome lust or like mindlessly chasing the feeling of love, the feeling of romance, the feeling of lust, the feeling of, you know, that honeymoon phase, you know, because chasing that feeling may have gotten you into trouble, may have gotten you trapped in the past before. And so it's funny, we start off with the Tower and we end with the Devil to represent this year ahead. And I feel like what this is saying is there's an opportunity this year to break out of a negative repeating cycle where you feel like this orphan, you know, this person who has like a heart full of love that they're just offering to someone or something and it's rejected or it's like barely reciprocated. And, you know, this year, especially early in the year, you're being asked to break out of that archetype and love with the fullness of your heart. Now, the problem I see some of you running into this year, may be that your past experiences have finally made you bitter and closed off, okay? And it's the weirdest thing because you're a Cancerian, and I feel like time and time again, you may have gotten hurt and you opened your heart back up. You got hurt, you opened your heart back up. You got hurt, you opened your heart back up. And you had this sort of resilience in the heart space for the longest time. I'm seeing a real fear here from your spirit guides that in 2024, whatever is happening at the end of the year or the beginning of this year, where there's some sort of ending and walking away, separation from someone or something, your spirit guides are afraid that this is it. Like, are you actually going to open your heart back up? And it looks a little iffy. Some of you guys are really set on like being single or like not like looking for anything else ever again. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be like, closing your heart off and like having walls up. And it's like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this. I feel like that is the fear that your spirit guides have this year. So try not to fall in that. Okay. And I could see that fear in the moon in reverse as well. Mama Moon, your guiding planet, Cancerian energy, your guiding constellation, is not wanting you to create a blockage in your heart space. So one thing I would recommend, I definitely saw the need to work on your root chakra for sure, especially in the beginning of the year. But I'm also seeing the need to do some extreme like heart chakra cleansing and healing and like letting go, letting that energy flow again. Because spirit wants you, is trying to offer you a very loving relationship or very fertile energy, like emotionally fulfilling energy. Finally that feeling of not feeling like the orphan, and there is a chance of you blocking it from yourself. So I don't know. That's just the one thing I would warn you about this year. But other than that, this looks like a really great year ahead. I feel you're taking back your power. You're being respected. There's a lot here that has to do with like goal acquisition. Like I said, more money flowing into your life, more abundance flowing into your life. And of course, the universe is trying to bring more love to flow into your life as well. Which is wonderful. And I do see travel here. I do see like organization and like a leveling up of your life quality and your circumstances, so that's really amazing. Some of you may be traveling, some of you may be moving. There's definitely a lot of spiritual experiences happening for sure. Spiritual downloads also. And the only concern that your spirit guides have is, your heart closing up and becoming a little bit bitter. But yeah, work with the angel of flow is what I want to say here, and do all of that healing. I recommend it. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for the 2024 readings to get the fullest overview of this year ahead. I will be also putting up the 2024 love readings next week, and I have my 2024 New Year Tarot and Mediumship reading that you can purchase on my website, spiritpsychic.org. In this reading, I will dive into an hour-long session where I really just go into like what will be happening for you specifically, and I'm only connecting with your energy, and then I'll get some messages from your spirit guides, ancestors, and anyone on the other side who wants to communicate with you. So go to my website and get that, subscribe to watch the other content that's coming out, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.